Welcome back in.
I've seen this movie before.
Nah, I don't trust you with my mic.
Okay.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome. Sorry for taking a little while between episodes. I want to say it's because we were waiting for this guy to free up. It's more because we're super unorganized.
Yeah, I think if anything, people are wanting me not to be on here. So they're like, don't worry about him. Don't hold up your schedule because of him.
We would be gutted if we couldn't do a special edition fan-submitted rapid-fire episode without Cam Olsen. Plus, we'd run out of ideas as to why you weren't here anyway.
And you've run out of ideas as to what topics you should do. So you're just getting your fans to do your homework now.
Yeah, we don't have any ideas.
The fact that we have fans, I mean, that's like a pretty loose term. It's just people
Accidentally turn this podcast on.
people follow us on Instagram, but probably don't even listen.
We're kind of like Ty Lopez. Like we're just popping up on people's YouTube ads and they're accidentally clicking on that, going skip ad. And like, oh, fuck, now I'm listening to these three fuckwits.
Is he still around?
Surely, bro. He's got a Lamborghini in a bookcase or something.
We're recording this on Tuesday. Is it the 29th, 30th of May? 30th of May?
30th.
And the Boston Celtics just made
About
NBA history by being the most fuck-around team ever.
Oof.
Fumbled the Game 7 bag.
Have fun at the Wizards, Jaylen Brown.
Shout out Caleb Martin, bro. Holy moly. Filling that Shane Battier Miami Heat role player role. So sick.
Like what, the most like shaded guy in hip hop? Have you heard all the Shane Battier disses in hip hop? Like J. Cole's got one. Brother, you're lame. You're Shane Battier.
Could you just mic etiquette, watch your volume, okay? Because
I was listening to a pod where they were describing Miami as the South Beach law firm because Vincent Martin and Struce sounds like guys you would go to get your divorce settled.
that's gonna be
trio.
That's gonna be an interesting NBA Finals, man.
Mm.
Welcome to the show. Today is a very special episode because all our topics are coming via you guys. We went out on Instagram and we asked, please let us know any topics you'd like to do. Unfortunately, in our wisdom, we didn't actually save any of them. And once the story had expired, we lost all of your submissions. So this is sort of the stuff that we can remember. So I'm really sorry. We definitely lost a few. The fact that you guys responded is the coolest thing, though. So shall we jump in, fellas?
Yep.
Rapid fire.
Allow it.
Let me.
Just before we jump in, there's a little bit of news. This will be one of my lost episodes with you guys.
Producer Jordan is on his way out.
Yeah, I'm moving down to Queenstown in the
Whoa.
next 2 weeks. So we've got to get a couple in before then. But
Far out, man.
yeah, just thought I'd let you know while you're alive.
Wow. I got to process this.
I suppose you've achieved all you could ever want down here, right? I mean,
Where do you even go from a job like this?
you have to go to Queenstown, I suppose.
Yeah.
Full
Work
shake
at
it up.
Ferg Burger, and that's the peak, huh?
Oh, well, that's really sad, man. Thanks for like rattling us before an episode. That's just brilliant.
I'll miss you, Jackson.
Steen, bring us in with the first topic, please.
First topic is best album artwork.
Who wants to start? Cam?
This was kind of tricky. I mean, your knee jerk is like probably Kanye's Beautiful Dark Twisted.
And usually you just go with your knee jerk.
But I'm going to go with maybe the Velvet Underground just because it's a banana and it's just Andy Warhol did it. So iconic. Yeah, I'm just going with that one. It's just white, yellow, very simple, bit vintage. I love that album cover. The album itself is cool, but the album cover, I think, makes it. I think there's something about that, right? Where like a good album cover will make an album 5% better.
I 100% agree. And I think it flips on the other side. If an album cover sucks, I almost don't want to listen to it. It's so stupid, but honestly, it's true.
Yeah. There was, I did think about having, do you remember Death Grips? you know Death Grips, the alternative hip hop rock band? And they've just got like a male penis, unedited, fully erect, as their album cover, which I thought was cool, but
That
make
one
my-
spoke to you a little bit.
yeah, one resonated. Just fully talked. Get out the quick handy cam. There's our album cover, done and dusted. Lo-fi vibes.
Yeah, that's pretty filth. Yeah, I went with Kanye West, Dark Twisted Fantasy. The artists that worked on it did all these alternate ones, and yeah, it got the original got banned, so they just like did a censored version of it. I think it's brilliant. It's just a piece of art, basically, and it helps that album might be my favorite album of all time. So probably biased there, but I feel like the two really suit each other. Like, for an album to be that good and then the artwork be that powerful is kind of sick. This guy's probably got some fucking The Wiggles greatest hits bullshit.
No, nothing like that, bro. Nothing like that.
Like Meek Mill, Millie's World, Volume 3 or something.
The Carter 3 with a little baby. Actually, that one goes hard.
Yeah, that is actually kind of
pretty cool
That's
one.
kind of cool.
Datpiff.com. No, I like Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon. You know that one from 2008?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
That's pretty cool. He's sort of taken that color scheme through a lot of his, because he's got Man on the
Yeah, like
Moon Volume
Ye-
2 and 3, I think.
That like yellow and purple vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Even that TV show that he did, right, on Netflix, whatever that was called. And that was very like that meets that Spider-Man Spider-Verse graphic style,
Yeah.
which is quite cool. Like that Spider-Verse movie came out only a few years ago. So Cudi kind of like in 08 manages to be ahead of his time.
It's pretty cool. Like you've got artists now that make an album and then a movie around the album, or vice versa, and they can like have the project be so much bigger than it once was. It's pretty cool. Good pick. Good Cudi.
Sure, bro.
Right, next up, we've got peak Hamilton status.
Yo, don't know if we fully understood this one.
I don't know what that means.
I think it's like, what could you? It's like a social status thing where it's like, what would you want going on that puts you at the top of the pecking order in terms of the Hamilton ecosystem? I'm happy to kick it off.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you just have to be a chief because you get free.
Oh, well, like the highest status you can achieve in Hamilton via whatever things you have. Okay.
Yeah, and I've got chief, and you can just be you could be a chief role player. It doesn't really matter. You got a little bit of income. Rugby puts you. Is there a sport higher up in the New Zealand pecking order? No. So just in terms of like who gets it done in Hamilton, it's like the best professional gig you can have, and that way when you walk into house you get free drinks.
A lower 33 hat? Owning a lower 33 hat?
You know we ain't limited. There's a drop top scoop.
Like what era of lower are we
When
talking?
we first came out.
Oh, wait. So are you saying? Oh, so are you saying like back in 2000 and let's say
9,
eight,
probably.
9?
Yeah. Having like lower jeans was like peak Hamilton status. People thought you were like,
Because people thought
people thought you had the keys to the city, bro.
bro, people thought you were from the Mount, which is like if you're living in Hamilton and people thought you were from the Mount back in the day, that's it.
I can guarantee you the first person in Hamilton to be called a Skux was wearing a lower pair of jeans.
100%.
Without a doubt. And maybe a Federation tee was soon to follow.
Or like a singlet that was just
Yeah.
hanging off him, and he had the mince and cheese hair, and he was sweating because he'd just finished a tectonic battle at Garden Place. And he was just about to get some buttered chicken
The
chips.
$10 warehouse slip-on shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just fucking
Those
pulverized.
things were goated.
Peak underground Hamilton status is like having the best drug connections.
You might be able to like spread that one out across the country if you wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah. So I didn't understand this question at all, and I didn't want to get asked for clarity. So first of all, shout out Dean Ballinger, who was a university lecturer, and he actually sadly passed away last year, but he invented the phrase Hamilton City of the Future. So he actually was a Waikato alum. He lectured me, and I think it is PhD in conspiracy theories, which is kind of cool. But mine is actually either when the orbiter started I think that was when Hamilton peaked, was when the Orbiter service first started, or when we managed to get that show of us on Broadway, Hamilton. Fuck, that's Broadway. That's a big deal.
That was big for the city.
Yeah.
I want to say Orbiter was hype when it first started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't find when it started. Like, I was looking through stuff. I couldn't find anything.
I think it was...
Might have been 05, 06.
Yeah, it was like mid
Same year as Lower. We should look into that.
mid 2000s.
Maybe it was
Orbiter and
everything was right back then. You could just plop an ultra blazed high school kid on an orbiter and send him whichever rotation you wanted, and he'd find his way home eventually.
You just keep going. You just don't hop off. You'll find it.
If you
eventually.
miss, bro, you're just sweet another
Ride
45.
the high.
I spent so many afternoons in the bus depot just so blessed, trying not to make eye contact with people on my bus. Like, just to look up and...
Best bus depot story.
Worst bus driver ever.
I have one where I was waiting on the number 5 Chartwell bus, and while you're still sitting in there, there's usually like maybe 5-10 minutes before the buses leave, and I was listening to music, and there was this kid chilling out at this bus depot, and these two dudes rolled up on him from St. John's. The kid was from Boys High, and this dude pulled out a knife and just held it against his throat and said something, and the dude just did not move. And then they kept moving, and I was like, that's maybe the most fucked up thing I've ever seen. It might still be.
The guys were from St. John's. They had the knife.
Yep.
Damn.
And they were putting it on the Boys High kid.
And while the
That's-
boys' high kid
that's-
was just stone cold.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not even fucking moving a muscle. I'm not looking at you. Like, this is not happening right now.
We're built different, bro.
Yeah, props to him, bro. You could have, like, sacked it a lot harder than what happened.
Damn.
It
That's
was-
like taking school beef to like another level. I'm ready to die for this shit.
Yeah. In retrospect, like, the guy holding the knife, I'm guessing would have never done anything with it. It was like a status thing. Maybe Peak Hamilton's status is pulling a knife on a on a fellow high schooler at the depot.
Liam made a good shout not making eye contact with anyone if that shit was happening.
Yeah,
Oh,
holy
yeah,
shit. Good God.
Funniest thing that ever happened to me at the bus depot was me and a friend were there on a weekend, and we were smoking weed. We were pretty, violently high. And we were catching the Chartwell bus home, and we sat down, and I was all right. I was holding my own. My bro was he wasn't doing so well. He had like his head in his hands, and he was just trying to ride the waves or whatever. And then like at that moment, this like Bible basher sits down next to him, just starts like preaching to him about like how he like needs to find Jesus. Then like while that's still happening, another guy sits down on the other side of us and starts debating the Bible basher. Being like, like starts hitting with all this like knowledge, and we were like, no, this is ruthless. Like, then that guy that debated the Bible basher gets on our bus, and then he's like, do you guys want to buy some weed? And then we find out that guy was our friend's brother.
2 degrees of separation.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's immense. The bus depot, shout out, man. I'm sure it still goes crazy.
Shout out the Hamilton City Transport Centre.
Yeah,
The worst in New Zealand statistically. The most underutilized in New Zealand. 0.09% of utility.
yeah. Well,
Terrible.
Buses in Hamilton suck.
Catch a lie.
whoa, bro, pick a lane.
Well, no, they're broken. Like, they don't work properly.
Stain.
Well, let's lighten us up here a bit. Let's go best cartoon theme song.
Shout out to Tristan.
Dragon Ball
actually-
Z, 100%.
Wow.
On that topic and on that note of Tristan, shout out Tristan and Cully. They've asked for us to do a best anime. We're gonna make a whole episode out of that shortly with Liam and I. Me holding it down for the seasoned, not so deep in the game weeb, and then Liam the full blossom, fully realized.
Otaku.
Yeah. So we'll get to it. We're gonna do like a anime bonanza where it's like, best this thing and then best that thing, and it's all going to be anime themed. It's really exciting. But sorry, I interrupted. Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z. You know the
Dragon, Rock the Dragon.
yes, the US theme song. Obviously, all the Japanese theme songs are pretty queer. They're from the 80s.
We're just testing out this new studio and the censorship limitations that we can get around. I was going to say Kim Possible, but I'd like to redact that and go with Dragon Ball Z. I 100% fucking, I forgot that thing existed, and it went so fucking
Went
hard.
so
It was
hard.
ridiculous.
Phineas and Ferb. 100% Phineas and Ferb. They're doing all that shit. They're gaslighting their sister all the way through the title sequence.
Can you, I can't quite remember. Can you give us a little off the dome?
It's like Dragon Ball, gotta catch that Dragon Ball or something like that.
No, the Phineas and Ferb one.
That is the Phineas and Ferb one. That's one of the episodes. They're going out, hanging out with Goku. They're always getting up to hijinks, those boys. Straight up. Perry the Platypus, Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
He just
Perry
wanted,
the Platypus?
he just wanted to do the voice, I think.
What are you doing here?
Bro, don't sleep on Ferb. Bro pulled up, didn't say a word, got the baddest chick in the series.
Also, Pinky and the Brain, which was kind of Phineas and Ferb before Phineas and Ferb. Like, you just had that duo. They were always getting up to shit. Pinky and the Brain went hard.
That song was good. Fairly Odd Parents was
Yeah,
a good
that
one.
was up there. Oh, and Pink Panther. That one's just like, I just feel like there are probably, and if there isn't, this is a treasure chest of hip hop samples to be picked up on for that one.
Pokemon, OG Pokemon theme song was good.
Yeah, Gotta Catch 'Em All.
Because he's Danny Phantom.
Yeah, Danny Phantom. I quite like was it Chalk Zone or something? Or Rudy got the Chuck Zone.
Don't know that one.
Mm.
Hey,
That was
Arnold
good.
was good. There's heaps of nostalgic ones, man. Like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
SpongeBob,
Wait, what do we?
obviously.
Yeah, what do we have to do to appeal to student audience? The Paw Patrol one's quite good. Am I showing my age?
Yeah, Bob the Builder, actually. That one went hard. Scoop, Muck,
Oh.
and Dizzy, and Rolly, too.
Postman Pat.
Yeah.
That was my favorite cartoon when I was little, and that song went. It's true.
Yeah, no,
I'm
all
not.
good.
I'm not lying. That's not a lie. I love that shit. God.
Can I be happy? Can I laugh at stuff on this podcast? Fuck you. Nah, I'm all good.
Steen, what's your favorite cartoon theme song?
Blues Clues.
Oh, did you know that guy killed
No,
himself?
he didn't. He's a rapper now, though. Legit.
Hannibal Buress?
Steve is a rapper.
Oh,
He's
like
an
for real?
emo rapper for real. Look it up. He's got a SoundCloud
guys-
and
Are
everything.
you guys aware of the conspiracy theory regarding Joe and
About-
his disappearance in connection to the Iraq War?
wait. Let's just jump because I know that we have a topic which is best conspiracy theories. So, I mean, we're just talking conspiracy
Seamless
theories now.
transition. Beautiful sequence.
I remember being in high school, and I don't know what your one was, but there were so many different theories about what happened to the bro from Blue's Clues.
Chuck pencils up his nose.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
that
heard
was
that
the big
one.
one. That was the big one.
sad.
Because they just replaced him, right? Or did
Yeah.
the show stop? I can't remember.
No, yeah,
Bro probably was like, I want to stop doing Blue's Clues.
Yeah.
Oh no, he came out. He did a video for I forget what spot, and was just like, "I'm gonna answer all your questions on the internet about what happened." And it was really simple. Where he's just like, "Yeah, that was enough for me," which is fair enough. The bro was like doing it all.
Probably sealed the bag as well
Oh, 100.
with fucking notebook or whatever it was called. Why wouldn't you?
That's like I've been thinking about Hot Ones, which is it has to be like I'm guessing in the top 10 of all YouTube channels at the moment. Like does so well. If Sean Evans, right, the host, who is such a brilliant interviewer and stuff, and really the only guy that can handle those kind of wings, that repeated abuse, could he not just go to Complex and be like, "You're gonna have to up my pay"? They can't do the show without that dude anymore.
It's because it's like for First We Feast or whatever. It's like through another channel.
Yeah.
It's like not even its own thing.
I think he founded, or at least was very involved in First We Feast for like Complex derivative or whatever. Like they're tied together by him. I think. Like, is there anything to say that he isn't contract negotiating every time?
Yeah, I assume
We're
he
saying,
is.
Sean, know your worth, bro. You're probably tuning in here. I can't handle my heat, so don't chuck me in.
Bro must have stomach ulcers, that for sure.
Holy bro. The craziest thing is he like still gets hit just as hard every episode. Like the bomb's still like, because that's the classic, like the one that stumps everyone and hits them. Bro, I watched Jack Harlow's episode last night, and he was like sweating after the second wing, and me and Hillary were like, "Oh, he's fucked," and he was like, he got so smoked. He like barely finished it. Conspiracy theory. What's the best conspiracy theory out there?
I don't know. Like, I don't really know so many. Like, I'm not really deep on conspiracy theories, to be honest with you.
That is so weird to hear, because you fit the bill.
Yeah.
I've got one. Mine is the Bermuda Triangle, because for the longest time I just assumed that was a real thing. I was like, yeah, sure. It's just sucking ships up and airplanes.
Oh,
and
you thought it was like an actual triangle that would you go in it and you die 100% guarantee?
I just thought there was some shady shit going on, and it's just been proved to be not the case. But I would say for maybe the first, I don't know, 20 to 25 years of my life, I just assumed, oh yeah, there's like some weird shit going on, and just sort of accepted it.
Because
Which
the
is
thing
wild.
is that just like technology just fails in a day.
That's what I thought, but I think it's all been disproven.
To be fair, that is kind of something where you hear it as an 8-year-old, you don't understand what is happening in the world at all, and then it doesn't really come up later in your formative years. So like you could go a long time and then you'd be like, oh yeah, like the Bermuda Triangle, and people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're like, nothing. It's not what I meant.
Right, what's the deepest you've ever gone onto conspiracy theories? Like, what do you know
Surely you've done a couple deep dives.
Birds aren't real.
about? True. All right, let's hear it.
Basically, birds are government surveillance drones by the U.S. government, and homeboy, like the guy who made this conspiracy, he stayed in character. So it's not he's like taking the piss, but he stayed in character for over 3 years. He's got like multiple employees. They picket things. There's like all of these things around birds not being real. They have never been real. Or the Avril Lavigne died in 2003. Or probably the most unanimous one, right, is it Marilyn Manson? Got his ribs taken out to suck his own dick. That's the one that, how did that make it to our shores? Every school knows about that in America and in here. How'd that get here and spread?
It's just like
Pre-internet.
it's got the right ingredients for, one of those like urban myths. It's just like so outrageous, but then it's been put onto a guy who you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, he might.
Fucking scumbag, it turns out. Like a horrible human being.
Yeah.
Oof. Torturing people, keeping them locked up and shit. Horrible, dude.
If anyone
Allegedly.
was going to, it's not shocking to look across and see the bro and go, oh, okay.
The guy who named himself after Marilyn Monroe and Charles Manson. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, birds aren't real. Look into it.
Gucci Mane is a clone when he came out of
Ooh.
prison.
Oh.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a bit different,
Does Gucci have some stock somewhere that people are like, we need to clone that guy to become a puppet?
No, he actually got a cease and desist from them to stop using the name.
What?
Gucci, the brand.
Oh.
Was like to Gucci Mane.
Oh.
Stop calling yourself Gucci Mane. He was just like, nah.
I'm the ice cream king, baby.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I quite like the celebrities ones. They're funny. Like Avril Lavigne is dead, Gucci Mane. All of those ones just made me laugh because it's like, why is anyone putting in that? There was some Chinese like pop star or something like got cancelled and then doxxed and all of those other. It's just so like people get so obsessed with the life of someone who you'd never know that they construct this whole reality that just helps them sleep at night.
Tupac's still alive?
Yeah, chilling and raglan.
Yeah, bro. Tupac's in Cuba chilling.
Steen, bring us in with another banger, please.
All right, I've got worse places to take a shit.
Here, right now, or 5 minutes ago.
I know. I know this is like a big one for all of us.
You start off, bro. You
Okay, well, first, everybody's got to agree, like, no one wants to shit in town when you're out.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah, no one
in
wants
clubs, I mean. No one wants to shit in the club.
I remember probably my second time going to town and I had to take a shit. I would have been like 18. No joke. I'm pretty sure I wore a hoodie to Outback. Like, I didn't know what was happening. And I had to take a shit. And I wasn't a big drinker when I was younger either. So, like, this would have been only like the third or fourth time I was drunk. And I'm taking a shit, and the doors obviously don't lock on Outback. And this dude opened up the door, and to this day, I'm sure he was like 40. He was probably 20, not even. He's like, "This motherfucker shitted." I just went home straight away.
I've definitely been in those scenarios where like you're holding the door. I've had dudes like kicking it, and I'm just like, bro. But that was just me sitting down to pee.
School's never a good place to shit.
Primary school, not too bad. High school, just fucking forget it, bro. The worst conditions for toilets. Like, I don't know what Boys High was like, but St. John's was like Afghanistan.
Yeah, fucking disgusting.
I mean, Boys High's toilets were famous, right?
S blocks?
Yeah, the S-Block toilets. Those things were surprisingly well maintained.
Conspiracy theory or real?
No one wanted to hit.
Conspiracy theory.
No
Yeah.
one
Didn't
wanted to go
happen?
in there.
Not to me.
I reckon shitting on an airplane that has like is going through really bad turbulence, but it hits while you're on the toilet.
Oh, yeah, the splashback.
I remember being in the school toilets once, and someone was in a stall taking a shit, and someone's like, "Bro, he's in here beating off," and I was like, "That's like your first thought? Like,
We're in the toilet.
he's probably shitting."
I got no self-respect, who gives a fuck. But one time my dad came back from Dubai, and he was like, "Oh, we got you guys these lollies, my brother and I." My brother had the lollies, and then he goes to me, "Oh, I bet you can't have all of those lollies in one go." And I was like, "I bet you I can." And so I ate all of the lollies at once. And he goes, "Read the packaging." And on the side, it's like, "may have laxative effect." And I was like, "Fuck it, I'll be fine." And so I got ready for work, and as I went to work, I was working at a supermarket at the time, New World, so them long black pants. And I like key in, and then I'm like, I gotta shit. And I was like, I gotta shit. Like, this thing's a Trojan horse. Like, I gotta go now. If we don't go now, this is bad. And then I shot, and I straight up shit my pants, and I got into work. Like, I'd keyed in and everything, straight up shit myself. And then went to my manager, and I was like, my auntie's been in a car crash. I gotta go. And so I just went home. But yeah, I straight up shit my pants because my brother got me to take laxatives without me knowing. So that was probably, for me, that's the worst place to shit.
Is your auntie all good?
Pants.
She was fine. Nothing happened to her. I was 18, by the way.
First shot to ever cause a car accident. That's
Butterfly
fucking
flaps
funny.
its wings, man.
That's crazy, bro.
We won't go into details, but like we have a family member who has done some fucking outrageous excuses to not work. Just some pretty baffling fucking things. We can't talk about it because it's so fucked up. But that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah. I would sometimes be like, "Oh, yeah, my nana is unwell. I have to go." And she's been unwell for like 15 years. But like, it's not a lie. She's unwell. She's permanently unwell. She's just old. Like, that's unwell. And
Anything past 50, you're just degrading.
yeah, rapidly. Every day we're getting older, bro. Two bald boys in this chair. We can back that up.
Yeah, I'm not well, bro. I haven't been well since shaving my head. Where even were we? Oh, worst place to take shit. Yeah. Oh, I agree with all of those points.
I think we really tied the bow off on
Yeah,
that one.
we've pinched
it off,
that
yeah.
one off. Steen.
Let's move to best person of all time.
Oh, shout out Jordan McKinnon, friend of the pod, for this one. I actually
your pick.
remembered one of the people who's actually sent it in. So this is the best person overall of all time. I guess whatever metrics you want. That's all he said. Anyone want to kick us off?
You go first.
I'll have to read his name out just because I don't want to get it wrong. Astrida Furman. He has the most Guinness World Records in the world, 530. It's a pretty good metric. 530. He's he's the most talented guy in the whole world.
Off the top of your
Talented
head, do you
or
know?
really wants the most world records?
Yeah.
Whatever, bro. You tell me.
Is that a world record?
He is I guess it's like 531 because
It's pretty meta, right? It just infinitely loops on itself.
I think his when I was researching him, his whole thing is he's a record breaker. So
Yeah,
he's made
exactly.
a lifestyle out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck him.
No, he's the best.
Can you think of any off the top of your head that he's broken?
Yeah, his very first one was jumping jacks. He did 27,000 in one go.
In one go. Damn. Bro sounds sad.
I don't know, man. It's hard to be that sad with 530 plaques up on the fucking wall. I'd like Michael Jordan has to book in with that dude for press and stuff. He's trying to get a cafe date with him. It's a long list. Well, who have you guys got?
Malala, I guess. She got shot in the head at 14 years old because she was trying to get educated, and she's still out here trying to do it. Pretty sure she's the youngest person to ever win the Nobel Peace Prize. I mean, straight on my hero. She's gangster. She's so cool. Or my dad, but probably Malala.
She's a solid ass pick. How many Guinness world records
I'll tell
does
you
she
this for
currently
free.
hold?
She's taken more shots to the head than that dude has.
Roger that.
I feel like that one is like a overwhelming winner.
That one might be worth 600 Guinness World Records.
Yeah.
50 Cent would be up there then, right?
Most amount of bones shattered in your head from one impact and still living. She probably got that.
Fuck.
Goku? no, I'm just clowning. Jesus. I
Yeah,
don't know,
get it
bro.
out of your system.
I don't know, bro. The best person? Probably like whoever invented something super useful. Like whoever invented like,
Water?
yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, whoever invented like, I don't know, whatever makes you not die of some stupid disease.
Well, what was your top invention of all time? Can you remember?
Fuck no, when was that?
Was it the lathe? No, that was third.
That was
I
my
think
third.
you might have had like penicillin or anesthesia or something at the
like
top.
that, eh?
Or what did you
Penicillin
have
was
at the top?
Fleming.
What was your-
Alexander Fleming?
What was your best invention?
I can't remember, bro.
Yeah, fuck, I can't either.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably-
hang on, he might remember.
I don't remember, but do you remember the worst invention?
Oh,
From
yeah,
Liam.
yeah.
Do I need to say it?
No, you're all good.
Okay.
No, because you'll just censor it, you son of a bitch.
No, the worst we agreed on was nuclear bombs.
Yeah, nuclear bomb.
Um,
Worst invention, or those gene tight things.
It's like skinny jeans or
No, but the ones,
Nah,
the
but
jiggings.
jiggings.
yeah, maybe like a chair, like a jean chair or something, like anything denim. I think
Yeah.
I don't know. The nuclear bomb obviously caused a lot of devastation, but Oppenheimer was a pretty fucking super genius, and he like learned Hindi in a month just to read their religious text just because he was bored. That dude's a fucking one of the smartest people ever.
Bro, nothing against him. It's
Yeah,
just-
but and then like you got nuclear power, like has the potential to do a whole bunch of good shit. It's obviously it's just got a bad rep so far. But
well,
to
so
be fair,
okay. Well, what's yours? Like a Brazilian butt lift or something?
what's that? Oh yeah, is that thing that dudes get or chicks get, whatever gets people get to like chuck their
Careful.
butt?
Careful.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think people get to upgrade their butt.
I don't
Best,
know.
actually, best person ever, like Cam said, like, but not a meme, like the person who invented clean drinking water. Because for the longest time, you just had to drink, like, you might die off just straight
Yeah.
water.
Who
Is that just whoever
Brad
boiled?
Water?
Is that just whoever boiled water first?
No, cleaning, like, filtration for water.
Right.
You fuck.
Albert Water. He was on one, bro.
I think we got lost. So Steen, pull us back in. But that was the best people ever.
Yeah, let's go back to the best timeline to travel back to.
Best timelines, eh?
My best timeline is the one where Hitler isn't born.
Right, so we're talking alternate.
Yeah.
My best timeline is Future Trunks timeline.
Oh, fuck. Well, that's fucking dark as though.
Yeah, but it's so
Gnarly.
dark, bro. One on Gohan.
Yeah.
That. Or what else? I don't know. Cam?
I like today, like for real. I really like this time. I think it's pretty cool. I think that's good. But
Yeah, he said you
I
have to
also-
travel back to it.
Okay. I wish that I was like a little bit older just to remember like the 90s properly. I just feel like pre 9/11 90s was like so carefree and like people have ridiculous phones and like McDonald's was like a good person at that time or good company at that time and just like heaps of random shit was happening. It was like unmitigated consumerism and Western ideas and we didn't have any like maybe that's not a good idea. You didn't have anyone being like, maybe we should stop doing all of that. And I don't think that stuff's good, but I think it's just like,
There was a
I don't
little
know,
bit of that.
free.
People were like, let's change from paper to plastic. And then they were like, oh, that was a fucking mistake.
yeah, 30 years later, they're realizing turtles are out here with the
Bro, I miss plastic supermarket bags.
Okay, well, I'm older than you, so let me just give you some advice here.
You're older by a year, G.
You don't want to go back and live through Y2K again, bro, because that was some of the scariest shit.
Well, the good thing about Y2K is, by definition, it was year 2000, not the 90s.
Nah, but there was a lead up, a whole decade of fear.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
no. I
reckon
totally.
the 90s would have been so cool.
No, I totally agree. I'm like, born in the 90s, but like my proper childhood's like in the 2000s, which I reckon with some time we're gonna be like, oh yeah, the 2000s are fucking sick as well.
Oh,
Like
for
anything
sure.
before 2010.
I think I want to be like, oh, it's all nostalgic and stuff, but realistically, I just think there's something really cool about how grainy sports pictures were back then. Like sports video was. You watch like The Last Dance or something, and it's just so grainy, and the mic like that's like such bad quality, and they just love it. Like it's so unmitigated joy all the time. I just think that was like America's peak, and living in New York at that time would have been gangster.
I wonder if it's just a situation where like whatever decade you might have been born into or something, you just have this fondness for, and you feel like you experience
missed
like a
out.
piece of it, but you like have such a nostalgic sort of connection with it.
Yeah, for sure. Because like also the 90s was peak HIV and AIDS like hate, you know? And
Yeah.
I don't think about that. I'm like, wow, it would have been fun. It's like, no, it
Yeah.
would have been terrible to be a black man, a gay man, and anything that's not a white straight man would have been terrible. Luckily, I'm those three things, but
Yeah, so you would have been sweet.
I would have been sweet, but
fucking
it's still
pig.
bad.
You kind of
pig.
grew up in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
You didn't, but when people talk about that, they mean like you were 20 in the 90s.
yeah, that's the
Yeah,
thing. Like,
that's
I
what I
think if
mean,
you were
yeah.
a teenager in the 90s,
Yeah.
that's really experiencing it, like being a 90s kid, I think.
Because I
or at least
I feel
late.
like I saw the clothes of the 90s. You know what I mean? Like we saw
Whoa.
that kind of vibe.
You don't, like, you remember literally everything. So you have a better picture of the 90s than I do.
I just want to buy a 40 in a paper bag. At a
You
New
can still do
York
that.
deli.
You can track
Yeah,
that
I know,
down.
but it's just not the same. Post 9/11,
At a
those guys
bodega?
really fucked it up.
Staying there, you have it. Those are the timelines.
I like them. But you know what? Let's move on to most iconic pyramid schemes.
Ooh.
I think this one's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
The pyramids
Well, which one?
of Giza.
Nah, the biggest one's in Mexico.
Yeah, Kukulkan,
Close.
Quetzalcoatl.
No. It's, where is it? Oh, yeah, Cholula.
Yeah, that.
The biggest one. The scheme they went through to create that, insane.
I'm actually glad you say that. So I don't know if this is the same one, but in Kukulkan, if the sun in the equinox, when it hits it, the shadow makes a snake on the stairway. So fucking sick, because the god is Kukulkan, who's like a snake god, and so they're making like the way that, and this is fucking hundreds of years ago. How did they make that? I got no idea, but they just lined it up perfect, and so when the sun on the equinox hits it, it makes the shadow of a dragon snake thing.
And once a year during the solstice, you can see so you can visit the spirit of the avatar.
Really? Where's
You
that?
can go back through the lineage.
Yeah.
Where's that?
But if they catch you and they kill you during that, you cut off the line.
You cut off the line.
You can't come back.
That's
it for the
it's
avatar.
a small island of volcanoes in the Fire Nation.
Shit.
What about you, LD? Pyramid scheme? Best ever?
Probably probably like the ladies you used to see at the bus depot with like their suitcases of makeup. Like trying to fling that shit in the fucking early 2000s.
Like Tupperware?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about that app that, like, if you get your friend to sign up to it, you get credit, and then you can spend that credit, and if you get other friends to sign up to it, you can get that credit, and that's a cool. What is that? It's like Sheen, but what's that called? Do you know?
Not familiar. I don't.
know what that
I
app's called?
don't associate with people that would ever download
What's
that
that
app.
app called? Oh, okay. Name escapes me.
Awful. There you go. Those are your best pyramids, Steen. That's my best pyramid, Steen.
You know what? It's not what I was
Nice.
expecting, but I've written it down. I like it. We've got two left here. Let's go with best high school canteen food.
All right, so me and Liam went to St. John's. You went to Boys High.
They actually pulled a knife on me at a bus depot once.
The St. John's boys.
You boys.
Oh, I apologize.
You did, boys.
That story was us.
That wasn't a knife.
Yeah, it's a skeng thing.
Good canteen at Boys High.
Yeah, what was it like?
Low key, pretty gangster, eh?
I wonder if like the standards were super low for like
Good
a high school
enough.
kid.
Good enough that I saw multiple Islamic boys break Ramadan for it. Has to be pretty good to break Ramadan.
Damn, bro.
Good enough that I saw like 3 or 4 boys ordering them butter chicken pies.
Stronger than a man's belief.
Yeah, that's how good we were.
The like jostling before the canteen roller doors would open used to get pretty feisty.
Pretty you guys used to have like a kid, always 1 or 2 kids stood at the end of the line, just 10 cents, 10 cents.
Fuck yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
Just preparing you for the world, really.
The grind was real on those kids. Their whole
They would
lunchtime,
make it
10
happen.
cents.
They'd get enough for a moosey.
Of course.
Fuck yeah.
Because you want to catch someone as they're leaving, bro. Like,
Yeah.
come on, bro. You got a pie? What do you need that 10 cents for? Come on, bro.
I wonder if that's still the case because no one carries cash now, you know? I'm waiting for like homeless dudes to have paywave. Like straight up be like, oh, sorry, no cash on me. And they're like, it's all good. We got that paywave.
Yeah. They just have like an Apple Watch or something on them. Wink.
Cash at me, bro.
I think for me, like a pizza bun, like a chocolate mousse, and then like a small bag of the sugary spiders, because I could get all that for about like probably back then like under $4, maybe $5. I'm trying to think how much the pizza bun was. Mousie's cheap as chips, lollies, and it hit pretty hard. And they're like the hot pizza buns. Fuck man.
You're talking about like the mini pizzas, eh? That
They
you
were like
heat
in
up?
like a slab like that. So not like a pizza. It's just like pizza bread basically.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I'm a juicy guy in summertime. Like everyone loved the moosies. I can't fuck with like a milk ice block. That's fucked.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of went back and forth. I think overall I like the moosies, but there's nothing wrong with the juicy.
Juicy, a fucking K bar. Like a K bar, like so unnecessary at school, but like,
Oh,
can I
hang
get
on.
a K bar as well, please?
A follow up. Do you prefer your K bars soft or hard?
Soft.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Like, you can just fucking skin them.
Yeah, straight up. Wintertime, probably like a hot chips. Always got to go for a hot chips. And they used to do nachos sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you guys came correct.
You had to pre-order those, I think, though. You had to like pull up in the morning.
Yeah, they were like the bonus pre-order edition.
Yeah. So that was me.
What about you? What did you used to get?
First of all, we had a kid who he slipped on a juicy, and so he tried to get them banned at our school. And that kid, I'll tell you off air because you might know who he is, but he actually got arrested like a few years ago for shooting a bow and arrow into someone's ass who was ordering pizza on Gray Street.
An actual bow and arrow?
Yeah, like a BB gun or some shit. He just shot a dude in the ass, and then it was in the newspapers and stuff. And I remember him from school, and I was like, "Homeboy tried to ban juices." I knew he was.
Can you tell us? Because they can just beep it.
No, I'll tell you. I'll tell you later.
You and Oliver. I knew it.
Yeah, it was him. We had, the heated cookie time cookies.
Oh.
They always went hard.
I think we had those, eh?
Yeah, for sure. They had cookies.
Fuck.
Same price.
Keep them on top of the pie warmer so
Yeah.
that they were just good to go. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I remember they introduced butter chicken pies while there. And like objectively,
Oh,
a
yeah,
butter
we
chicken pie's
had
not
those.
that good, but like when you haven't had it before, it'll change your fucking life.
100%.
Yeah.
So
And
that
it also,
was-
like, it's not that good. It pretty much still beats all other pies most of the time.
Have you guys? Okay, I'm gonna segue into another one. Best gas station food. Have you guys had the BP butter chicken and kumara spiced pie?
Negative.
That
BP,
that
Wild
one's a
Bean goes
fucking
hard, eh?
heater, bro. Yeah, bro. Fuck, Wild Bean goes so hard.
I'm a big fan of, like, those little potato tot sort of things. They're like hash browns, but they're hash bites. That, like, if I know it's not like, I think you get them at the BP, but also like after town at Bakehouse, load up on a bucket of those and then just walk home instead of Uber.
I'm a big time pepper steak pie guy, man.
Oh.
Yeah, living it up, bro. Get a little bit of that like deli on there, a little bit gourmet.
Wow.
Gourmet. Yeah,
My
get
guy's
that
living
in there.
good.
Yeah. Yeah, that. Honestly, you can't beat a sausage. Like a sausage roll.
It's true though. Sausage
A
rolls.
sausage roll just always hits right.
Because it's like I think a pie can fluctuate a little bit. It might be a 9 out of 10, could be a 7 out of 10, depending. But a sausage roll usually is just like a solid 8 every time.
I remember Campbell Live did a thing on pies have a golf ball worth of fat in them. And so in my fucking stupid brain, I'm like, sausage roll's not a pie. It's clearly pretty good for you because it doesn't have a golf ball of fat in there. It's probably just as much.
Checkmate,
here,
Campbell.
baby, up here.
Cheers, mate, baby.
Okay. If you're gonna go dairy before school, or like a lunchtime pop off to the dairy, what are you grabbing? Classic normal shit that's in a New Zealand dairy.
I would always just do like a sausage roll and an energy
Yeah.
drink.
Yeah, $2
Just
bag of lollies
absolute
maybe.
filth.
Yeah,
Yeah, lollies,
lollies
as well.
is go-
What has
lollies
happened
is
to
a
the
staple,
$2
bro.
bag of lollies quantity?
Inflation.
I don't mean to. I know. And
That's-
I know you guys are out here grinding dairy owners, but you're fucking stiffing me on them, giving me 4 fee jars. Get out of here.
Yeah, fuck, man.
$2 for 4 fee jars.
All right, Steen, what's our last topic of the day?
The last one is best movie universe you want to live in.
Grand Budapest Hotel. I just think everyone dresses funny as, the chat is hilarious, the way that they talk, Wes Anderson. I'm guessing the world isn't framed the way Wes Anderson frames things, but nonetheless, just the way all the adults talk like children, all the children talk like adults. Sign me up.
Speaking of framing, have you seen the new AI feature on Photoshop?
9.
Fucking insane. So like, say if you took a photo of you and it was just your head, if you wanted to recrop it to show more of your torso, it'll like generate a like pretty incredibly realistic version. So you can just change the size and it just generates the stuff outside of it.
So like a rendering of what I might be wearing.
Yeah.
Or something.
Or what this room might be. It's fucking insane.
Yeah, Dali. I was actually playing with Dali with my daughter yesterday, trying to convince her. She's got a sister she's never met. And so I was like trying to put in a girl next to her in all these photos. And some of the framing on that, or like the recreating, you know, because you can give it a photo and then you just like crop out certain areas or you just scrub out certain areas and it'll be like, oh yeah, we'll just chuck whatever in there, and you give it a prompt and shit. And it didn't quite hit what I was trying to get it to do, but some of the stuff it was doing was just wild. Scary times, man. Cool, but scary.
Osmosis Joe hanging out in Bill Murray's body. That fucking movie's sick, bro. And I would want to be an antibiotic rolling in, like popping out of that pill.
Isn't it Osmosis Jones?
Yeah, what did I say?
Joe.
So I dropped the in out.
Probably the Sword Art Online universe.
Does it have a movie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll let it slide. They're stuck in there, bro.
So they get out. I know that. So I'm good.
Oh, because you just get to level up. Life's a video
You
game.
just get to fuck around, bro.
It looks like I don't want to be that guy, but it looks a little too hard for you.
Hmm?
I don't think you'd get off the first level.
I'll be right.
I don't think you will. Cam would like work as like a merchant. I think you'd go into his like tavern and he'd give you like these elixirs and stuff. You'd do good prices, but you're not out on the battlefield.
You really think that I'd be a merchant, not some fucking crackhead in the woods doing the same thing but ostracized by the society? Like, that dude's yelling at the clouds. He's talking about flubber too much. By the way, that also close contender. That was in the flubber
Bro,
verse.
I don't know why, but Flubber, like I was like trying to do a whole like run through of movies, and for some reason I was like, Flubber?
Flubber is incredible. Changing technology. We're talking about Oppenheimer with the nuclear bomb. Think about what you could do with flubber juice. You can make flying cars. You can make weapons. You can make love.
The
You get some
upgrade
love.
to the sex toy industry would be crazy.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but you're absolutely right.
Oh man, this was fun. Little fan service, little rapid fire. Good to have you back, Cam.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not popping him for the anime one, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's not allowed.
I'd be like, I don't know.
No, he wants to. He wants to be in there. We're not allowed.
Maybe like American Dragon Jake Long.
That is a good show. Fell off when they changed the animation style, though.
That is a good show.
Yeah, it's such a good anime.
Categorize that as like
Such a good
Avatar
anime.
type speak.
I would just categorize it as a Disney Channel original.
Yeah.
Steen, any last words? We don't want to hear any judging because it's just a fun one, but
No, I think judging should be left to the viewers on this one.
Was Steve
Yeah.
from Blue's Clues a rapper?
He was, in fact. He
That's-
was, in fact, a wrap up. And then thinking about that, I think I forgot a better one for it. Wheels on the Bus.
Oh yeah.
Stuck in my head to this day. Rent free.
Was that a TV show?
I don't think it's a TV show.
It's
No,
just a song,
it was
bro.
the song.
Maybe like for the home you grew up in. Or,
Actually, no, it was the Magic School Bus. Sorry, I mixed around.
yeah.
Magic School
School, yeah,
Bus. That was a good
So
show.
that was stuck in his head, but the wrong song.
Well, he's dyslexic, so it makes sense.
The wheels of the sub go round and round.
I can't fight you on this. You've won.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I don't even know if this is what's the right one. I'm gonna do both. There you go.
Later, boss.
Liam.